Are you serious? Are you serious? What? Yes. Now, I've been telling you that there's been scientists that have come up missing, scientists that have been found dead, linked to the UFO alien disclosure process. I want to tell you now about the 10 different scientists, either dead or missing, and what does this mean? And I think, from what I'm hearing and some reports I'm getting from some of my government insiders, it's a whole lot more than 10. But wait, let me put a shout out right now, if I could, for tryleanbliss.com/Paul. That's tryleanbliss.com/Paul. Can I ask you something? Do you ever feel that, your brain just doesn't shut down or just don't even shut up about food? Like, you just ate and somehow you're already thinking about your next meal? Oh, that's bad, okay? Because that was me constantly. It wasn't even real hunger. I mean, it was just noise, really. And no matter how disciplined I tried to be, it always ended up as a craving. Now, even though I've lost 73 pounds, I still have to battle this, and probably so do you, many of you. Then I saw this doctor recently talking about this exotic Mediterranean chocolate recipe. I said, what? Chocolate? How it helps balance the signals in your body that drive those cravings. Okay, and yeah, I thought it sounded kind of ridiculous at first, but then chocolate? Okay, are you serious? But the way he explained it actually made some sense. It's not about willpower, it's about what's going on right now inside your body. So he created this proprietary formula of 9 carefully selected ingredients to help support healthy weight and blood sugar, and he packed it into a little daily treat, chocolate. So I thought, not just any chocolate. So I thought, why not? There's a 180-day money back guaranteed, so I tried it. And guys, it works. It does. And it stops that constant noise. I don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, okay? You don't have that craving. I wasn't thinking about food all day long anymore. I wasn't even worried about where's the next meal. It didn't matter. I had no more late night cravings. It just felt normal again. And so you can find out. I want you to find out. I really do. I eventually noticed that the physical changes, but let me just tell you something. Honestly, this is a mental shift. You need this. Find out how you can. Simply click on the link below the video. Go to tryleanbliss.com/Paul. That's tryleanbliss.com/Paul. You'll be glad that you did. Wow. Now, I got to tell you, I always have to use a disclaimer because some of the comments and information I'm going to share in this video could be for entertainment only. Some of it is, what? Like that. But others is definitely on point. Let me tell you exactly what I'm talking about. We have to look at this. We have no choice but look at these 10 dead or missing scientists. This is serious, okay? And so the recent wave of these 10 American scientists reported by the media, now even the White House is going to look into it with an investigation of these missing or deceased since mid-2023. Most of them, though, recently. The closer we get to disclosure, the more seem to come up dead or missing. This has drawn a significant public attention due to the ties to the advanced space, defense, nuclear research, and UFO alien disclosure. Now, while authorities have not officially linked these cases, not yet, several lawmakers now in Congress, the FBI is getting involved, and President Donald Trump's administration wants a thorough investigation into this potential pattern. Now, I started asking, who are these individuals? Now, guys, we've already talked about William Neal McCaslin, the retired U.S. Air Force Major General who vanished on February 27th of this year. He left his phone, he left his car keys, he left his wallet, he left all the key stuff that you would take if you were going to go somewhere. The only thing he took with him was a revolver, they say. And he went hiking and he was never been found again. You're telling me we can't find this man? He just left his house. His wife came home an hour later and he's gone and he disappears off the face of the earth. But the thing is, William Neal McCaslin was a part of Wrights-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio. He worked in several different facilities where UFO and UAP research went on, where even it's reported that alien bodies or biologics are stored or preserved or kept, including also some crash site material. Also, Monica Reza, she's an Aerojet rocket scientist for NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, a collaborator. She worked with Neal McCaslin. She came up missing last June of 2025 and has never been seen again. Then there's Anthony Chavez, a former Los Alamos National Laboratory employee, missing since May of 2025. No one knows where he went. Also, Stephen Garcia from Kansas City's National Security Campus and a contractor, missing since August 28th, 2025. He also had ties to UFO research. And then there's Melissa Cassis from also Los Alamos National Laboratory employee. She went missing too on June 26, 2025, just a month after Anthony Chavez went missing, also from Los Alamos National Laboratory employee. How could two scientists from the same laboratory come up missing 30 days apart and never to be seen? Now, then we got the 5 dead scientists. Nuno Loureiro, a MIT plasma scientist and fusion center director. He died December 15th of 2025 of mysterious causes. Then there's Carl Grillmeyer, a Caltech astrophysicist. He died February 16th of this year, again, unexpectedly. And then there's Michael David Hicks, a NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory research scientist who died back in July 30th of 2023, again, of strange circumstances. And then there's Frank Mawald, a NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory principal researcher who happened to die on July 4th, 2024. And then there's Jason Thomas, a Novorest pharmaceutical researcher who was found dead March of this year, 2026. Again, 4 of these 10 scientists have died within the last, since March, okay, or late February or March. This is insane. 10 major, heavily astrophysicists, NASA researchers, UFO, all of them tied to either UFO or UAPs in some way or another, okay? Astrophysicists, of course, they're involved in a lot more things than just that, but I'm just saying, this is strange. Something don't add up. Something's not right. And now the Trump administration is going to look into this as well. When you say alien disclosure, you have to ask yourself a couple questions. Is this why these key scientists, researchers, astrophysicists, UAP and UFO, experts, scientists, military, leaders and researchers, MIT, NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory, Caltech. I mean, these people are not your average employee. These are the people who are directors and the top echelon of this type of research. How could they all come up missing or dead in this short amount of time just before the alien UFO disclosure. Now, we talk about some of this in this webinar we did. The webinar we did was called Alien Disclosure with L.A. Marzulli and Stan Deo and Mike from around the world and Stephen Bassett, Laura Eisenhower, Samuel Chung, myself, B.C. Begley, Luis Elizondo, and more. I mean, are you serious? This is an incredible webinar. I think it's very important information that we want you to see, we want you to listen to, because you get all the perspectives. You're going to get the biblical perspective, and you're going to get the secular perspective, but all of it has the information that's running together. There's something going on. There is something going on, and here in America, we've got to get. Now it's risen to the White House. Now the White House press secretary said we're going to look into it. And now, just a few minutes ago, breaking news, the White House has announced they're going to be doing a thorough investigation into why not only these 10, but there's others, and I'm going to be bringing that to you later, maybe even tonight. We're going to ask Mike from around the world. We have to ask Mike from around the world, what is going on here, Mike? Don't give us the company line either. We got to know. We want to know. We've got to know what's going on with these dead or missing scientists. Now, I have some more breaking news for you, and I can get better details about this in just a second. But we just got the announcement a moment ago that Israel and Lebanon government officials are going to meet soon in Washington, but they've agreed to a ceasefire tonight at midnight local time in the Middle East, which is coming up pretty soon, in about 5 hours. So there will be a ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon tonight at about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in America, which is midnight in Israel and Lebanon. So having said that, it proves that what's happening now is that Israel is getting the upper hand on Hezbollah. And Hezbollah is not getting any help out of Iran because Iran can't help themselves. They sure can't help Hezbollah no more. So now all of a sudden Hezbollah feels isolated. They realize that Israel is taking them out, knocking out their leadership, crippling their strategic position. And Israel is now talking with the Lebanese government along with the United States on a way that Israel and Lebanon could work together. Israel and the government of Lebanon could maybe be coming together to get rid of Hezbollah, to eliminate the Hezbollah terrorist organization. And you have to understand, Hezbollah has been stronger than the Lebanese army because Hezbollah has been fueled by Iran. It's more than just fueled by Iran. A lot of the Hezbollah fighters and leaders are Iranians. Heidi kept saying this to me the other day. She said, do we really know who Hezbollah is? She said, do we really know? She said, they are those of the enemy, of the Philistine descent, or from the Elam descent. In other words, she kept saying, who is Hezbollah? They're not just a bunch of Lebanese disgruntled citizens. This is an organization that was been planted in Lebanon to pollute, to weaken, to destroy almost the Lebanese. They definitely have control over the Lebanese government, or they've had it. And they've been planted there by Iran to threaten Israel. Now, President Trump brilliantly has helped the Israelis to crush Hamas in Gaza, to smack down the Houthis over in Yemen, and they're going to deal with them yet, to wipe out the Iranian regime, to leave it decimated, breaking the bow of Iran, which is prophesied in Jeremiah 49, killing the head of the snake, cutting off, decapitating the head of the snake, the leadership of Iran, and now driving the Iranian militants into the sand, basically cutting off their ability to not only fund Hezbollah, but they're cutting off Iran's ability to sell the oil to China. And that's another question. Are we at war with China? We're going to talk about that. We've got some information. Matter of fact, if you go to my Patreon channel right now, I just did a video. I posted it about 45 minutes ago on some inside information I got from my government insiders about China, Iran, and the war against America. And I'm telling you, China is being exposed. This is huge. I put it over at Patreon. I'm going to be talking to Mike about it tonight. So Mike, get ready, because we're going to ask Mike, are we at war with China? Mike, who are all these dead scientists in the UFO disclosure? Mike, is Israel now going to be able to team up with Lebanon to destroy Hezbollah? And there's rumors that the Lebanese government want to join the Abraham Accords. This is huge. This is huge. This is prophecy. And where is Russia? And I'm going to ask this question again. I asked this about 3 weeks ago when Venezuela, when Maduro was ripped out of his bed in his pajamas and thrown into a U.S. prison. And the United States ended this oil, this free-flowing oil to China. I kept asking a question. While the United States were building a blockade around Venezuela and cutting off the flow of oil to Cuba and cutting off the flow of oil to China, I kept saying, where is everybody? Remember? Where is everybody? Where are the Russians? Where are the Chinese? Now, I have to ask again, where is everybody? Because China, you just lost your oil from Iran. You've lost it from Venezuela. And you desperately need it. Where is everybody? And maybe we better ask this question, because it's very possible that there's going to be some type of an attack or a retaliation against the United States and Israel by a combination of the Chinese and the Russians. We have to ask Mike the question. And oh, by the way, Eric Swalwell. All's well without Swalwell. All's well without Swalwell. He was sleeping with the enemy. I mean, this guy was sleeping literally, physically, spiritually, mentally, and politically with the Chinese honeypot. But nobody did anything about it. They let it slide. They shipped her back, but he got put. He was nobody, guys. This guy was absolutely 3 bricks short of a load. This guy was about 2 fries short of a Happy Meal. He was not the sharpest tool in the shed. Yet he went from nobody to a councilman, to a congressman, to on the intelligence committee. And then he thought he was going to be governor of California. He even ran for president once. The Chinese literally slept him into power. But now, all of a sudden, boom, the Democrat Party is throwing to the wolves. And they had to, because here's why. It isn't because he was all of the women that he violated, allegedly sexually assaulted and raped. No, that isn't why they're getting rid of him, because they could care less about that. No, they're getting rid of him because he is the connection. He is the connection between the Democrat Party and China. Wow, I got a ton of stuff. This show with Mike tonight will be off the chain. It'll be off the chain. So, guys, calm down. Did I say emotionally? I'm sorry. But seriously, but I mean it. I mean, physically, sexually, financially, emotionally, treasonably. Is that a word? Don't miss tonight's broadcast. It starts at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be live right here on this YouTube channel with Mike from around the world. And so you don't want to miss it. It will be epic. And I mean that when I say that. Wow. 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 And wait till I tell you about the 4 hooks that China's had in America. Yeah, I'm kind of on their case right now. Shouldn't you be? Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're starting to run out of time. If you haven't noticed, Jesus is coming soon. Thank you for praying for my dad and my mom. Your prayers are greatly appreciated, and my family. Thank you. And I'll be back in a little bit because I got more information to tell you, but I couldn't put it all in one video. But tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, I might even have to start early. I've got so much. I mean, are you serious? Do you want me to start early? I might just have to. I don't want to, but it's going to be a long night. So be ready tonight with Mike from around the world. God bless all of you. Stay tuned. I'll be back here in about 30 minutes or so with another update of some more critical information that's come that I just can't put it all in one video. But where are these 10 scientists dead and missing? And how many more? How many more? How many more? How many more?